Who's Zach and who's Cody?
Uh, I I feel like we both want to be Zach. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like no one wants to be Cody.
No, no. But like maybe like I feel like there's at least one episode where he's like, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be like
I
Zach.
mean,
You
I
know?
think so. I think so. But if we're really playing down it, if we're really playing down it, do you really want the answer? Do you really want the answer to that?
That I'm Cody. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like out of both of us, you have to be Cody.
I guess so. I guess so.
And
I would.
do I look like a Cody except for a Cody Banks?
Huh? Huh?
If you told me that I was a Cody Banks, I'd be like, you're a big fat liar. All right, so let's get into these recommendations. I recommended you,
Goodnight, Punpun. Ooh.
and you recommended me.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
All right, you want to get into Goodnight Punpun? How far did you
Yeah,
get? How far did you
I
get?
got. You told me to stop, or at least to get to chapter 35. Um, and I don't know why you picked 35 because I got to the end of 35 and I'm like, how can I not at least read the next few chapters?
Yes.
And so I did. I got to like 37 or 38 or something.
Okay.
Honestly, I got there yesterday.
Okay.
I was on crunch time, so I got through the last little bit. But I mean, it's awesome. It's great. It's very real. Like I love seeing I feel like there's so much like symbolism going on
Oh,
throughout the whole thing.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. And like if you don't know about Goodnight Punpun, he's like it's like the perspective kind of like this child, and he looks like a little ghost, like a little bird guy, and you're kind of seeing like him grow up a little bit, and as things happen in his life, he goes through trauma and how he processes things, and then you see like other members of his family kind of dealing with things, and you get that juxtaposition of like how that stuff relates to like his life and everything, and how all of it's interconnected, and everyone's different perspectives and how
He
they go through things.
he definitely
Um,
goes through changes. He definitely goes through changes.
I'm sure I can only imagine what it's like, 100 chapters later, because I thought the whole thing would be him like really young like that. Um,
Oh, yeah. There's so many times I'm like reading it and I'm like, you go apologize right now. You go over there and you make things right now, Pun Pun. And it says, good night, Pun Pun. 2 years
yeah.
later.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because like I not only is it like I feel like it's touching on like some unit like I feel like there was like some Stand By Me moments, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and like a lot of like that universal like childhood experience where you're like taking a peek into the real world, but you don't
Right.
really understand everything that's going on. But like it's never too like it gets pretty serious. But
It does get pretty serious.
yeah.
Just for
Um
context, so you read up to when, I guess spoiler alert, his mom passes away,
oh no.
right?
No, I
No?
guess I'm right before that.
When did,
Um
what did you get to?
like right he's um he's talking about or his uncle is talking about what happened to him years ago when he was like a pottery teacher
Oh,
and everything.
I might have given you the wrong chapter number then, to stop
Oh,
at. But yeah, oh, okay. I'm glad to know where you got to, because it really gets to a point where the people you think are cool might not be cool, and the people you
yeah.
think might not be cool might actually be cool, but you just
Yeah.
don't know. It's just so nuanced, and I love the way that they made it silly, but all the silly things kind of come back to mean something, and most of the time it's a little bit more sinister. Um,
Yeah.
and the juxtaposition of everything that's happening with the silly looking characters was done on purpose, so you pay attention to more of not this person, but the events that are happening so you can easily identify with this little character or something and not
Right.
have that stop you in your mind.
Right, right. Yeah, they're more of like a blank slate, you
Yeah.
know. Um and yeah, it's crazy because it's like I'm reading it and I'm like, this is how a kid would react, like and like process through this stuff in their brain. And it really reminds me of like, say something happens, it doesn't have to be like the worst thing ever, but like it's something you gotta like process, you gotta think about, you gotta like come to some conclusion in your mind, and you're like tumbling with your emotions, and like you just like something like silly comes out in your head that like kind of brings it all together and like takes away some of the seriousness, but like also still acknowledges that it's like a big thing. And that's
Yeah.
happening all the time. And it was just it's really interesting. I have a few ideas of like what, God is and what he represents and everything. I'm sure that gets developed later a lot more. So I'm hesitant to say too much.
Right. Right.
Um but I also didn't expect that one kid, I don't remember his name, like we could see him looking at the poop god, you
Oh
know?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking what is his name? Frost Soften the
Softs.
Bobobo?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. It was just it's really great. Like it takes a lot for me to feel compelled by a manga to like actually keep reading. And I will admit, it was hard to read at some points. I'm like, this is like touching on things that like I don't want to think about, or like things that happen with me,
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I kind of pushed through. I had to read it all in like one thing because it is a weird kind of at some of the spots that it gets to, if you put it
Mhm.
down and you come back, you're just prolonging kind of the despair that's kind of in your mind.
Yeah.
That feeling, because
Okay.
whatever Punpun feels, you kind of feel too.
Yeah.
And so it was wild to be like, oh yeah, this is what I recommend. And then you went on a cruise and you're like, oh, I'm gonna read it on the cruise. I'm like, please don't read this on the cruise.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
I
you're gonna be
totally.
like sad for like a day or so, and you want to have fun whenever you're on a cruise.
Right. Right. No, I appreciate that. I was because I going into it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like, it's gonna have its darker elements, I expect, but like it's gonna have, more levity than not. But that really doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, you only know if you finish when you
I
finish it. You know.
I know, yeah, yeah. And I plan on finishing it. Because it's honestly it's really good, and I want to, like you're saying, like you're sitting in that despair and everything, but I feel like we're building towards something,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
That's why. Like, I'm sorry for spoiling. It was
It's okay.
chapter. It was like 30 chapters later or some. You know what I mean? So
Oh, oh,
it's in a bit, but I wanted to get to that part because it hits pretty close to home. And I
yeah.
would think it would hit a lot more. It hit close to home to me. It might hit close to home to you.
I'm sure it
Um,
will.
and it's kind of like the beginning of the second half of the
Oh,
story.
okay, okay.
Um,
Your
but
time skip era again.
I mean,
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, we already had one. We already had one.
we already had one.
Yeah.
Already had one.
Uh,
So, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
From what you read, do you recommend it? Do you
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say, yeah, if you haven't read Goodnight Punpun, give it a try. I would say um really jump into it when you're feeling more like, all put together. Yeah, because it's one of those things that the intention is to break you down and build you back up, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um
I was in the middle of reading my how I do romance mangas, my dumb romance mangas, and I was like, well, I'm caught up on everything, or I finished some stories. You know what? Let me throw in one of these like critically acclaimed joints,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
I jumped into it, and then I was just like, oh my god, and I just could not stop reading. I just could not
Yeah.
stop reading it. I needed
Uh,
to know how this ends.
yeah, I had to stop myself yesterday because like it just one after the other, and like all the adults, like 90% of them they like either have these like dumb looks on their face or like they're like aliens, like the way that they act or something. It's just like the visual representation of all that kind of stuff. Even when you're not following Punpun exclusively, like it's genius. It's just it's awesome. I love it. But it's like simple. It's not like too. There's layers there that I can't see, but I know they're there. You know?
Yeah. There's definitely layers because even after the fact, there were some things that I was still connecting, and
Yeah.
you really the connections and the way the story goes. You could not guess it in like a million years. It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a sad JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But
Uh,
who knows if it's all sad?
oh, I mean, I would think it wouldn't be, but I guess I just gotta read the
You
rest. You
just
know,
gotta
Twinkle
read the
Twinkle Boy.
rest. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm
Definitely
sure.
that.
I'm sure I said something there.
Well, you're about to. I mean, did you finish the uncle's kind of backstory with that?
Not the.
With the
Yes, actually.
pottery,
I mean,
with the pottery.
yes, yeah. So I know he got that from the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but I didn't. I guess maybe there's a bigger picture there with like why she's choosing those words.
Honestly, well, you'll just have to read on, cause like
Read on,
read
read on.
on.
None of that's picking up.
Damn, I love Aerosmith.